Ciao, toy collectors that like pistols. So I've never seen this packaging before. It says Model Toy Handicraft. It's a 1/3 scale pistol. A bunch of Chinese jargon there. It's made of zinc alloy. I don't know why it says 3 years. Some sort of British standards perhaps. And 2017 may have been when this toy was designed. A keychain gun here. Alright. Let's see. So this is a Beretta. Beretta is an Italian gun company, and the Beretta 92 series was designed in 1975, and production started in 1976. And there's variations of the pistol, of course, and you can still buy these things today. I saw online you can buy one for around $800 or so. I don't know if this is a Beretta F or an FS. The F is for the Federales, and they made a bunch of ergonomic changes, and all the parts interchangeable with other guns and stuff like that. And then the S is they redesigned the slide because there was some overpowered ammunition blowing up some of the slides. So they redesigned the slides with the FS. Hold on, I gotta look at some images. Well, I couldn't find a really good image, but I believe the FS is known as the M9 for military purposes, and I suppose that's this picture here, the M9. I guess it says the back strap is straighter on one of them. See, this is kind of straight, and this is curved in more. But I cannot really tell. I think this is maybe an M9. It looks like that's got a, anyways. They're very similar looking, even these photos, and they're black, so it's really hard to compare to. So that's the best I can do. You'll notice this one also has a rail for accessories, laser or flashlight. And then this is one of the cool ones where it can actually eject the rounds. It's not going to shoot anything, but it goes through the action and then it ejects the round like a real pistol. So I don't really care for it to be a keychain, so I just take some clippers here, not clippers, pliers, just bend this loop open. There, and now that's gone. That's a cheap key ring. You'll probably lose the pistol if you actually use that thing. Okay, so let's take a look. So this is a plastic grip. You can buy wooden grip ones. I'll have to see if I like this enough to justify buying another one. It's got Phillips screws holding the grips on, and yeah, there's two separate pieces it looks like. There's not a grip going around the back. The back does have some nice texture there. What I'm debating, oh, this is plastic. Yeah, okay, so this is all plastic, this lower part. I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe the real gun has metal here, so they saved some money for this toy to be plastic. You can even see the round ejection pin marks here. Okay, well still, it wasn't expensive, so I'm okay with it. The mag release here, is it ambidextrous? No, it is not, but it's going to drop the mag. And while we're there, there's some oil in there already. This little pin holds the bottom of the mag together. There's a spring for the mag plate to go up and down. So now, yeah, so here's the little brass machined bullet. It's not realistic looking, but it has to be this way because the hook's going to grab this thing and eject it out of the little toy. Oh, that's nice. The spring isn't really hard, so it's pretty easy to load this thing. Minus the fact that these things are really small and fidgety. But if I press this down a little bit, maybe that'll help it land. Okay. So it comes with 5 rounds, which is nice. I think you can buy more rounds. I'll try to find an AliExpress link for you guys. I'm pretty sure you can buy these on eBay and Amazon or wherever. Okay. No. There we go. Alright. So what else? We have the little indent for the mag release, that little crease, and then that's it. I have a suspicion the real one would have some dots here indicating how many rounds were in the gun. Alright, so naturally that's a little unrealistic having the keyring thing, but I'm going to leave it on there. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Alright, so the mag release is metal, by the way. And then we have, well, it looks like maybe a slide catch. I've never owned a Beretta, so I don't really know what these parts are. So please leave a comment if you know, but I assume that goes, yeah, so that's a slide catch. And maybe this is a safety, or it has to do with breaking it down. Maybe it's a breakdown pin. don't know. I don't know. Okay, so there's a guide rod here. The barrel's generally flat. And I assume maybe this is a safety as well, but again, I don't know. Let's... okay, there's a little... I wonder if there's a ball under this. Maybe there isn't. I don't feel a ball. It's just friction here. Okay, that's fine. Some metal inside of this thing, it looks like. And then here's just a screw, probably holding the other side there. Some little serrations to grab onto. I don't know if this has to do with the trigger. Yeah, it does have to do with the trigger. Yeah, I do see that on the photograph. That's a really strange design, having this exposed, right? But I guess if the military uses these, it must be somewhat reliable. Or is it politics? How many guns people are buying for militaries? Could be government kickbacks, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, well, the barrel, let's see how deep it goes. Whoa, whoa, that goes in a lot. I was expecting to go in like 1/5 that distance. So it's only plugged up that at the very end here. Or maybe not at all, because it's got a chamber around, right? That's interesting, because the BB, I mean, not the BB, the round has to probably go in here. Interesting. What else is going up in here? It's hard to see what, it's so dark. I wonder if that is the hook to eject the round? No, it's here, back here. Well, what is that? What is this thing sticking into the mag well? Is that extra plastic? No, that looks like metal. I wonder if it's attached to this slide release. That's mysterious. Oh, it rests in here. Oh, I've never owned one of these pistols in real life, so please leave a comment. Why is there a big thing sticking in to the magazine? I assume that's probably on the real gun. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. So that is loaded now. I'm going to slowly move this forward. Oh, it doesn't chamber it. On my Glock, it actually chambers it and then it ejects it. Let me do this quickly. Oh, you see? I think it got stuck in something. Look, there's also a notch cut out of the barrel here. I see. So it is actually in the barrel. It's just that a lot of the bullet is shown, is visible here. Okay, let's move this back and see it eject towards us. I see. Okay. Ah, that didn't grab it. Let's try again. Forward. So mine is having an issue. Forward. No. Forward. And eject. It's not grabbing the bullet. Yeah, so clearly there's a hook there. Let me see if I can move it. Sorry, it's not enough light. Let's see if this hook has a spring or something behind it. It does. So that's supposed to go around the lip of the bullet to catch it, but it's not doing so. Alright, so I do have a feeling this thing is supposed to slide and be flush with the barrel. It's just that mine is not doing so. Or maybe it just has to break in. See, it's a lot tighter now. Now let's see if it... Nope, let's try it again. I'm going to just move this action a bunch of times. Oh, there's the hammer being cocked back. Let's pull the trigger. Okay, so that's cool that the trigger does operate that. Maybe there's like just some extra metal, flash or something in there, and it's not letting the bullet go into the chamber, and then maybe possibly the hook as well. Alright, so that clearly now you can see that's shutting. There's no gap. So the slide, other than the one cut into the barrel, so the slide does work now. Let me come back after I reload. Alright, pleasantly it does work now. You just gotta break in the action. So see, ejected, slid a bullet forward, ejected. Let's try to do it slow. Yeah, alright, so that hook is working. Oh, I missed it. The chambering going so slow. One last time, slow. Will it work? Ah, So it does have to kind of go somewhat fast to actually land the bullet into the chamber. Alright, so we can't do it slow. It's just got to be fast. That's still wasn't that slow. Alright, so come on. Let's see if we can realign that bullet. Nope. Nope. Alright, so you're definitely going to have some jamming issues. Hopefully the real gun doesn't have such issues. Still, I think after some experience you'll get the timing down. Or maybe the ramp just has to break in. Again, maybe there's just some extra metal flash or something in there. I think it's really neat that it works like that at all, so that's kind of cool. There's some grip ridging here, pistol ridging there, not pistol, finger trigger guard ridging there, and then yeah, the rail. This rail though doesn't look very realistic. I think it's supposed to be a V cut, right? Or maybe Beretta has their own flat kind of rail system or something, I'm not sure. The sculpting here seems pretty good. The sights though, there's no indication of them being removable or anything like that, no dovetails or anything, but maybe the gun doesn't have that in reality anyways. But it is kind of weird, like the rear sight doesn't even have a notch, right? There's no notch to look at the front sight. It's just a solid rectangle. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to break this down because I don't know how the real one does. I do see this is spring loaded, whatever. That's moving this thing. Well, let's see. No, that's stuck with something. Probably have to push this pin out, but that's getting stuck as well on something. Maybe it's the action has to be forward. Pull the trigger. No, no. Maybe I don't pull the trigger. Again, I've never owned this gun in real life or watched videos even on it. I just like collecting miniature toys. So sorry, I can't show you how to break this down. But I wouldn't doubt that it could be broken down, so. Alright, let's see. Anything else to look at here? That's interesting how this is cut up in here as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make me want to own a real one. It just seems weird to me that you have such a small area to cock this thing back. Whereas other pistols, let me get some other ones. Some other pistols here. A good old G17 here. And this one also ejects rounds. Look how small it is compared to this. That's 1911. This does not eject rounds though. I don't know, it almost feels like this is not to scale. Here's a plastic Duran TTI thing. And the Desert Eagle is just a huge gun in reality, so this I think is probably to scale. What do you guys think? Looking at these, I think all the other ones look probably in the same proper scaling. But is an M9 Beretta this big? It seems odd, right? The grip here is so fat. I have a hard time thinking the grip of a Beretta is wider than the grip of a Desert Eagle, which holds a 50 cal round, right? Or a Glock. Well, I mean, a Glock shoots 9mm originally. You can get either gun in different calibers, but I mean, this is way too wide to be holding, unless it's a double stack magazine, which actually Glocks are double stack magazines. So yeah, I almost feel like this is not 1/3 scale. So I looked at the Beretta website. They sell like 90 different pistols, so that's kind of crazy. But there's nothing actually called an FS anymore or an M9. And I didn't see any images on the Beretta website where this is cut out the way it is. All of them are just straight, right across. So I really have no idea what model pistol this toy company went to try to design. So just Wikipedia, the length could vary between 197 to 217 millimeters. So if we took 217 and divided by 3, this should be 72 millimeters in length as far as the longest version that Wikipedia thinks exists. And this is 78 millimeters, so this is definitely bigger than a 1/3 scale pistol, and that's why it looks odd compared to the other ones. It's more probably around 80 millimeters in length, this toy here. So yeah, it's way too off, right? It's way too big. I would assume it's probably closer to the size of either, well, probably closer to the size of like a 1911. Alright, so just keep that in mind. If you're trying to start a scale collection, this is going to be an aberration in your collection. But it wasn't expensive, so I'm okay with it. I'll live with it. It's a great time to be collecting toys. There's just miniatures of so many weird things, right? Here's my little Chief Wiggum Lego. That's going to be my reference for these 1/3 scale pistols. Just to give you an idea how big these things are. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I've got a few more of these little 1/3 scalers on the way, and hopefully we'll see you when those reviews pop up. Alright, take care. Be safe.